As we said before, balanced literacy promotes well-rounded readers. Students work in small groups and independently. During guided reading, teachers work with small groups. This time allows students to develop reading skills to increase their independent reading. Daily 5 provides a structure that helps teachers to organize the components of balanced literacy within the classroom. In the last segment, you learned about 3 ways to read a book. Read the words, read the pictures, and retell the story. Students will use those 3 ways when they're doing Read to Self. So this segment is going to go over launching Read to Self in the classroom. With your students, you would generate what we call an eye chart that goes over the expectations for students during the time that they do Read to Self, which is an independent activity and one of the 5 components of Daily 5. For Read to Self, students are expected to read the whole time at a level 0. Sometimes students might be doing some whisper reading. They're also supposed to stay in one spot and make sure they kind of have a bubble space around them to do their reading. Their eyes should be on the book the whole time. They're going to start reading right away, and they're going to build stamina as they do this day by day from the beginning of the school year on. This is a chart that you would post somewhere in the classroom after you have generated these ideas with the students. While the students are working, the teacher is working too. And this is something that we would talk about with the students as well. The teacher is going to be working with groups of students. The teacher might also listen to students read and conference with students during this time. And the teacher is going to help students with their reading. Why do we do Read to Self? We do Read to Self to be a better reader. In order to be a better reader, we have to read, read, and read. It does take practice. So after we generate this list that the students would then have ownership over because they've generated it with you, you would start to build stamina, which is something that we would talk about in the next segment. But building stamina just has students practicing Read to Self for short segments of time, like starting with 3 minutes. And in that time, the students have to really show you the expectations that you've gone over and practice those expectations. And then you would revisit those and reflect on how you did daily until you build up the stamina to where you want the students to be. In 3rd grade, we want the students to be able to read independently for 20 minutes at a time. And that is launching Read to Self.